We're here.
Hello and welcome to another edition of 5-Star Broadcast. I'm Andy Peck.
And I'm Angelo Parenti.
And again, we're taking place in Angela's living room because there's some construction going on next to our normal setting.
But yeah, we're going to start right off with, we still have Raw and SmackDown, but so far we have the matches they made for Extreme Rules, so we'll give our predictions, and Andy Peck and I will be at Extreme Rules in New Jersey. It's going to be awesome. But let's go. What match are we going to start off with?
Let's work our way from the top down. It's Daniel Bryan and Kane in an Extreme Rules match. What do you think's going to happen? For the WWE title, what do you think's going to happen?
No doubt about it. Bryan's going to win. I think it's cool on Monday night. I think they did it because of the unfortunate passing of Daniel Bryan's dad, but how they made Kane come off as powerful again. Last pay-per-view, Shield beat the shit out of him, but to see him come back as this big, evil demon dude who tombstoned him 3 times, and he wasn't gonna stop, so it's kind of good. So it won't be like, we know Daniel Bryan's gonna win, but
it definitely puts that slight sense of doubt in your mind with Kane coming back and being a monster heel. I agree. I think Daniel Bryan's going to win, but at least it gives Daniel Bryan some type of challenge. Like you said, Kane came back. It's a Kane that we haven't seen in quite some time. Mm-hmm. He's the monster again. We haven't seen that since before he teamed with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Once Team Hell No started, that's when Kane started getting goofy again, and then eventually losing his mask and becoming corporate Kane. So now we're seeing Kane be a real monster again, and I think it's going to be a good match. They'll probably have some cool spots being planned, with the Extreme Rules stipulation too.
Next, let's do Cena and Bray Wyatt.
Sure. Yeah, John Cena and Bray Wyatt, they're taking each other on in a cage match. I kind of thought that this feud was going to be over by WrestleMania. I thought that was going to be the end, but we're seeing another match here. Inside the cage, they've done a really good job of building up this match. I think even better than WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's especially with this whole fans turning on Cena thing, because I don't think they've ever come out and said that, because they have been against Cena like a 50-50 thing, but now they're admitting it. But it's in a steel cage. I still don't think that's gonna prevent Rowan Harper from getting in the match.
No.
But I'm going to go with Bray Wyatt, even though I'm not sure of it, but I wanted him to win at WrestleMania and he didn't, so I'm hoping he, wins one out of this feud between him and Cena.
Yeah, that's why I think Bray Wyatt is going to win too. I think he's lost too many matches. He really needs to, maybe he doesn't. Maybe I'm looking into this too much from not a fan, but trying to analyze it too much. Maybe he doesn't need the win. Maybe he just needs to beat down Cena, and I don't know. But I think he's going to get the win here. I want him to get the win, so I'm going to go with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, if anything, if I think there is a chance if he does get the win, hopefully it would be clean, but I feel like there could be a non-clean finish to it, where just so Cena doesn't, lose clean.
Yeah, that's probably what will happen. The next match that we have is Evolution versus The Shield.
I don't know. I feel like if The Shield loses, it's not going to hurt them, because they're awesome. They've lost before, and it hasn't hurt them.
Yeah. I think that The Shield's going to get the win here. I think Roman Reigns is going to pick up the win over someone, because they're really pushing him now. I don't know who he would pin out of those guys. Maybe Batista. I don't know.
I think someone even said in our group about Shield members turning. I don't see that happening. What about you?
I don't know. That's a possibility as well. If you have, like we were talking about in the last one with the Shield going back to heel, what if they end up turning on Roman Reigns for some reason? I don't see that happening really, but if somebody's going to turn, it's going to be Ambrose and Seth turning on Roman Reigns, I think.
Yeah, and like another thing, WWE doesn't do that good a job anymore of like keeping secrets or like surprises. So I feel like if this was gonna, if there was gonna be a turn, we would have saw like, you know, a little bit.
Yeah, it wouldn't really make sense right now. There's no like, they're strong, they're together, you know.
Especially if what you heard is true about the Shield turning heels after their whole babyface run.
Yeah.
I mean,
they haven't really been faces all that long, so it'd be stupid to send them back now. But no, I see the Shield picking up the win here.
I'll go with the Shield too. I mean, just because too, like, I don't see Evolution doing much after this.
Yeah, they'll probably break up and maybe do. Maybe one of them will turn. Orton maybe turn face. I don't know. Everybody hates all of them.
Because I heard Batista's going to do stuff for his movie.
Oh, he's leaving again?
Yeah.
Great. I'm actually really excited about that. So yeah, maybe they'll disappear for a little bit, and then Batista will come back and be more hated.
Yeah, maybe like Triple H will go after Bryan again or something.
Yeah.
But next match, how about this Intercontinental title tournament? So I guess we have to pick. You know, did we both pick Barrett?
Yeah, I don't think there's a chance for RVD to win.
Yes, I think Barrett's gonna win against RVD, and I mean, I was a little bit of a Big E fan, but he hasn't really done much, and I'm gonna go for Barrett if he wins.
I'm going with Barrett as well. I don't think Big E is gonna hang on to the title. I think. You know, his time has kind of come right now for the title, and they put this tournament on. They're trying to build it up, and what better way to, you know, rejuvenate the Intercontinental title than having, what the fuck's his name?
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett. I couldn't think of his name for a second. Have Wade Barrett come up through the tournament and pick up the win over Big E.
And I mean, especially with the fans behind them, with Vince behind him, if that's true. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Wade Barrett on this one as well.
Now this one doesn't have a stipulation. If you were to put a stipulation on it, what would you put on it? I'm not sure that it really needs one, but I mean it is Extreme Rules, and there's nothing happening.
I mean, if it is Extreme Rules, it should have one, and we already have an Extreme Rules match. But I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like they do like tables and, you know, those type of matches because of there's a pay-per-view for tables, ladders, and chairs match. I mean, if we're just gonna talk about stipulations that we would like, even though we don't think they're gonna happen, why not have a ladder match? Hang up the belt, you know, have that.
Yeah, for me, I would want to see, I don't know, maybe like a Falls Count Anywhere for those two. That would probably be cool, have them go all over. But I don't think this match necessarily needs a stipulation just because it's the end of a title tournament, you know?
True. Next, I think we got that Divas match.
Yeah, we do have the Divas match. Paige against Tamina, and I see Paige winning here 100%. I do not see Tamina winning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Paige on this one. She just got the belt. I think they're gonna, you know, keep it with her for a little bit. I've read about it, and I've been seeing it how they're having her, you know, get over on like divas that, you know, are lower card divas, just to like, you know, prove that, you know, she is worthy of being up on that roster. Yeah.
And that's a smart thing to do. I mean, she was kind of shoved into the spotlight, winning the Divas title on her first appearance on main TV. So yeah, that gives a chance for the fans to, like, I don't know, connect with her, you know, and beating Tamina, it's like a well-known, established person. You know, we've seen her with AJ for a while now, and then I don't know where it'll go from there for Tamina, but I definitely see Paige winning and carrying out with the Divas title for at least another month or two.
It would be really cool to see some type of outside interference by, like, if AJ comes back, like whether or not
it costs Tamina in the match. Yeah.
But is that all the matches? Oh
no, we have we have this handicap match. Alexander Rusev against R-Truth and Xavier Woods.
Yeah. Rusev.
Rusev, 100%. No question about it. I'm not even sure why this match is on this. I really hope... Is this the pre-show match? No? I don't see any indication that it's a pre-show match.
No. And another... I was assuming that it was going to be the Usos against Ryback for the belts, but I heard that's on Raw tomorrow night.
I wonder maybe something will happen on Raw and it'll get pushed to...
Another thing, while we're talking about possible matches, I don't think this is going to happen at Extreme Rules, but what do you think about the last Raw and SmackDown between Cody and Goldust?
Yeah, it looks like there's definitely some build up there for a match between those two. I don't think it'll happen at Extreme Rules either, unless something drastic happens tomorrow. But I think, what's the next pay-per-view? Is it Payback?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Payback. So maybe we'll see something there between those two. That would, I mean, that makes the most sense because it gives them another month to build this up. But yeah, right now it seems like we're just seeing the slow start for that.
But yeah, I think every match, you and me both have the same picks.
We do.
So
it looks like we're going to have a clean sweep here. Either way, we're both going to be locked in with our same numbers, with you leading. I forget, I think you're up by like 2 or 3 wins.
Yeah, and maybe they'll add some more matches. We still have Raw and SmackDown, and
Cesaro,
it'd be nice
Swagger.
to see Cesaro on the pay-per-view. But we have a couple other things we could talk about. We still have some more time. You're about the whole repackaging guys on NXT. What's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing some guys like Brodus Clay come down to NXT and, you know, getting reworked on there, and it seems like that'll be a good point for them to do that for stars. Like, I mentioned, or I noted here, Damian Sandow, 3MB, maybe even Alberto Del Rio. Like, take some of those guys down to NXT, work them into some storylines there, and have them put on some good matches. Because, you know, those guys, they could work, especially Sandow and Del Rio, but they just need a kickstart again for their career.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw that the Usos were down there.
Yeah.
But even like Zack Ryder,
yeah.
I mean, unfortunately Ziggler maybe.
Yeah, I think it would be maybe even The Miz, you know, take all those guys down there and not like have them completely take over the show, but like, you know, work them into some matches and stuff and have them, you know, work with the younger guys too. And I think it would be good for everybody.
Yeah, don't bring the Great Khali down there.
Yeah, keep the Great Khali back on the unemployment line.
Yeah, but we're getting a little short on time. I didn't know if you wanted to bring up the whole GSW.
Yeah, real quick, we got a few minutes. Yesterday there was this big wrestling event in my area. It was for an 11-year-old boy who has bone cancer. This company that I've been filming for, Grand Slam Wrestling, you know, they put on an awesome show for that kid. They had Matt Stryker come out, former WWE star. He did an awesome job. You know, talked to the kid before the match, really got him involved in the show, brought him in the ring after his match. It was just a great experience, and I think Matt Stryker really went above and beyond and was a real class act at that show. You know, just spending a lot of time with that family and the kid before and everything, and just he was sitting in on commentary, and then you know, came out, was doing a little promo work and stuff, and you know, it could have went in the direction where he just came out and did his match and, you know, left. But
yeah,
he really put his all into that show, and it was nice to see, you know.
Yeah, I really wanted. I'm bummed I can never make it to these shows, but I remember when I used to, a long time ago, they had shows in the music. I don't know if it was the youth center, it might have been the fire station, but they were always fun to go to, like, you know, small crowds or whatever, but you usually get up close to the ring. I mean, you're recording, but it's still a lot of fun. But that's awesome, especially to hear about Stryker doing that for the kid and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they were saying they're looking to bring back Stryker. I saw the one guy said he wanted to bring him back in the future, so that'd be cool to get Matt Stryker back in the area again.
Sweet. But yeah, well, like we said, if any matches get added to the pay-per-view, we'll update with our predictions.
Yeah, we'll post them on Facebook, facebook.com/5-star broadcast.
And let us know about the the different setting.
Yeah, do you like this?
But we're out of time. We're out of here.
See ya.